HJ. So, up, dressed, showered, shaved, you know, all the usual. Next Doctor Who video. This episode I had to watch twice because my girlfriend fell asleep during it. Ironically, very ironically, the episode is called Sleep No More, and it's one of those moments where every now and then Doctor Who just dips into horror, like they did with the Weeping Angels, and you know, all of that fucking don't blink, man. It's another one of those. Now it's Don't Sleep. The episode is called Sleep No More, and it was kind of great. It's a twist. I mean, it says Doctor Who at the start. We don't get the opening titles. It's a found footage episode, which I thought was interesting. Kind of like at this point, I thought, aren't we done with the handheld camera found footage trope? Isn't that like even the movies are starting to stop doing that? But I guess Doctor Who decided, hey, we can do this. And they did. And they pulled it off magnificently. I mean, obviously, spoilers here. Fucking spoilers, folks. All right, light the spoiler beacon, sound the spoiler alarm. We're going there. Excellent episode. We find out, so it's following this sort of team of Marines from the future, like the 23rd century, I think they said, who are investigating this laboratory in space. That something's went wrong, and they've been sent up there to try clear it out and check and see what's going on. Yeah, so they're doing that. It's owned by the Morpheus Corporation, which we find out was trying to eliminate the need for sleep. So we don't need sleep. You don't sleep, and then you just work more, and you get the edge, and just to boost productivity, because apparently that's in the 23rd century. It's established throughout the episode. People are dicks. It's all about big business. It's all about breeding the perfect soldier, literally breeding the perfect soldier. Low intelligence, high anger levels, tendency for violence, that's it. It's kind of sick. That's the 23rd century of humanity. Yay! Doctor and Clara just kind of stumble into it. They're like, where are we? Oh, fuck. And then they're like, welcome, you're part of the team. And he's like, yeah, okay. And they just sort of follow along. We discover that people have been getting murdered, and it's all sort of, it's done as a found footage thing, as a recording by Mark Gatiss, the dude from League of Gentlemen. He's recording. He's a scientist. It turns out he's behind the whole thing. And then there's a twist. We assume we're viewing this from CCTV and helmet cams. There is no CCTV. There is no helmet cam. It's the dust. It's just all little bits of dust in the air. It's just been recording. It's revealed at a brilliant fucking moment. The Doctor, Clara, and this other one of the few remaining soldiers are on like a meat freezer, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna access your helmet cam." She's like, "We don't have helmet cams." And then the Doctor and Clara talk about something else, or arguing about what to name the monsters. The monsters in this, by the way, that's dopey. They're genuinely threatening. But it turns out they are made up of the sand in your eye that you rub out of your eye whenever you wake up in the morning. That's a dopey conceit. The whole concept of that is nuts, but they make it work. By the end of the episode, you're kind of genuinely terrified of them. So there's that, I guess. But the way they're babbling on about something, and she's like, wait, say what you said 1.8 minutes ago, and they're like, we don't have helmet cams. And they're like, what? What have we been watching so far? This doesn't make any sense. So there's that. So, really great, tense episode. It turns out the guy who was recording it was Dust the whole time. He was one of the dust monsters, one of the Sandmen. Fucking hell. It's a terrible name, but it is what it is. It's a great, it ends chillingly. The Doctor works out before the end of the episode. It's like, all this feels like it's a setup. I mean, none of this makes sense practically. It feels like someone's sort of doing this frame by frame. It feels like we're being directed here. He's through it. The whole thing was set up as a video, as like a video to go viral throughout the universe with an electric signal hidden throughout the video, so that if you watch it, you get turned into the dust people. We'll all be one, all together in the dust. And then, it's man, creepy as fuck. And then they do the little, they're like, you've got something in the corner of your eye. Just there. Man, just fucking, it scared the bejesus out of me. I had to watch YouTube for about an hour afterwards just going, I can't sleep now. I know this is a fictional show, but geez, I can't wind down now. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I was promptly told upon the second viewing that it's not very scary and there are worse things in the world, but first time I watched it, it scared me, man. I mean, Doctor Who does that. Every now and then they dip into horror. That's why the rumour came out today, based on a video that Peter Jackson put on his Facebook page, that he might be directing an episode of Doctor Who in the near future. Great. I don't know what to take from this. I think it might. I'm definitely thinking it could be promising. I just don't know if you're going to see like horror, like, or, you know, because Peter Jackson was like Sam Raimi. He has his start in horror, not quite as sort of classic cult horror as Sam Raimi did with Evil Dead, but you know, he started with The Frighteners. He started with Dead Alive, all that. Okay, fucking yeah, twisted shit. And then he's known for these big, broad, sweeping battles and beautiful vistas that we've seen in The Lord of the Rings and, to a lesser extent, the Hobbit movies. So I don't know what to take from either one of those, but I'll take either one of those if it means Peter Jackson's directing a Doctor Who episode. So yes, every now and then Doctor Who dips into horror. This was a great example of that, and I can't wait to see more. It's, yeah, you know, people are like, oh, that's a kid's show. Kids can watch it. Kids shouldn't always watch it, maybe. But yeah, great episode. That's all I'm going to say on that one. And this is the end of this video. Now I need to do 2 more. Bye.